Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. First of all, I can hear it already, so I want to apologize for the massive echo in my garage, but it is almost completely empty, as you can see, minus my beautiful motorcycle back here that I am unfortunately trying to get rid of before we head to Germany. I have a lot to catch you guys up on. First, I want to apologize for not posting more regularly, but the last few months have been such a whirlwind. I don't even know where to begin. But I think it only appropriate, being March 29th, which is my sister's birthday, that I kind of fill you in on that bit. If you don't follow me or haven't seen any of my videos or follow my community page, you may not know, but my sister passed away in January, very unexpectedly. And I went back home for a couple weeks to, celebrate her life and be with family and friends. So that happened. Today is her birthday. And so it's been kind of a rough day. It's in the back of my head all day. I've been trying to stay busy and do things so I don't dwell on it, but I know she's up wherever she's at, smiling down, celebrating with friends and family. So that makes it a little easier on my heart. But so that happened, and we put our house up for sale a few weeks ago. And because if you, again, haven't been following any of our videos or any of my videos, you may not know, but we are planning to move back to Germany. This has been something that's been in the works for me at least 13, 15 years. I've always had it in the back of my head that I wanted to move back. And we decided a couple years ago that we would give ourselves 2 years. We were going to move in 2 years. Well, guess what? That 2 years is now. We decided now is the best time to get out of here. Not to get into specifics, but it's time to leave. I'll just leave it at that. So we put the house up for sale, and we had 10 showings. Well, we had about 14 showings in 2 weeks, but it was the person who looked at the house on the 10th showing that actually put in an offer, which we accepted. So that means everything's moving at the speed of light right now. We've had the inspection, everything's good. I'm getting emails on the progress of the buyer. Everything is looking great. I don't foresee any problems, which means our closing is April 22nd, which is only a few weeks away now. I keep thinking, oh, we got time. And then I think, oh, it's like 3 weekends and then we got to leave. That is not a whole lot of time. So I put in my notice at work. My wife's put in her notice at work. My last day is April 11th. Hers is the week after that. Our international movers are coming April 18th. It's moving really, really quick. So we are super excited because this is something we've wanted for a long time, and now it's actually here, and it feels kind of surreal. I don't know how to feel sometimes. Like, it feels like a dream, knowing that our next plane tickets, which we're hopefully be getting on Monday, because we have a few other things to worry about, which I'll get into, but those are going to be one-way tickets. There's no return. This is a one-way trip. This is our last major move in the foreseeable future. We may move houses over there. But this is it. This is it. And so I'm trying to soak in as much as I can in these last few weeks while we're here. And, just remember where I'm at, where we were, how far we've come. It's amazing. It's crazy to think that we're actually moving internationally on our own, not through the military, and we're going to be able to do it. We're in a good place right now financially. We're able to afford to move internationally, which is, I'm super grateful for. And, because there's a lot of people that I've talked to that, I mentioned that we're moving to Germany, and I was like, man, I'm so jealous. I just can't afford it, or, that must be nice. And yeah, we can't afford it. And I'm super, super grateful for that. It's expensive, believe me. I will give numbers because I am planning on documenting our move. Maybe not on this channel, maybe on my personal channel, but I will document everything that we've gone through. I wish I would have gotten footage of like the 5 yard sales we've gone through, the dozen trips to Goodwill that we've done. Actually, I had somebody come look at the motorcycle today, but unfortunately, they aren't going to take it. It is a big bike. It's a 900cc. He wasn't expecting it to be that big. He could barely touch the ground, like on his toes. I'm 5'11", so I can flat foot this bike, no problem. He was a few inches shorter, so he had a hard time even getting it off the kickstand. So I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a bit big for him, but, no problem at all. He's got a bike. He was just looking for something like this. But, we've had to sell so much stuff, and I sold all my photography gear, the darkroom stuff today, which really hurt my soul because I love darkroom photography, and it was a large format and larger, which new today is over $4,000. I didn't get anywhere near that for it, but I know it's going to a good home. It's going to somebody who appreciates the art of darkroom photography, so I know he's going to use it, so that makes it a bit easier. But I haven't gotten any footage of any of this, but moving forward, I may not get like live footage of every step, but I will document our move overseas because we have a little bit of a different dynamic. I feel like from a lot of people who I've watched on YouTube who have moved from the United States to Germany, most of them are, both partners in the marriage are Americans. They're U.S. citizens. And so we have it a little bit different because my wife is still a German citizen. She's not an American citizen. And, our boys, they are coming with us, even though they are, 26 and the youngest turns 21 tomorrow. But they will be able to get their German passports once we get over there, which is outstanding. So we have a little bit of a different dynamic. My wife being a citizen of Germany, it's not two Americans trying to make it work in Germany. So I will document that. It won't be for everybody. If you're looking to get information on how to move to Germany and the steps you need to take and what you need to do, this won't be for everybody because, like I said, one of us is a German citizen. So that's going to make it a lot easier, for sure. But it's still going to be a lot of work. And none of us have jobs over there. We are moving over there without jobs. That is a bit scary. That is something that we do think about. But my wife, being a German citizen, is a teacher. She has her degree in teaching in Germany. So she won't have a problem finding a job over there because a lot of the schools are short on teachers, just like they are here in the U.S. Her friend over there is a teacher as well and keeps telling her, look, you just come over here and go to a school and they're going to hire you. So that is good. The boys and I, we are moving as a family. So my kids are moving with us, which is great. We're moving as a family. We'll have our internal support group. We'll have my wife's family as support. But the boys and I don't have jobs. I don't see a problem with me getting a job over there. My background is pretty extensive. Even though I don't have a secondary education degree as far as an undergraduate degree, I do have a lot of experience in different things. So I'm not too concerned about that. But that is something that we'll have to figure out once we get there. But, it's going to be easier in the fact that my wife is German. And we have family over there. We are moving back close to her family. So we will have that support. We'll have that help to guide us. Hey, we need to go here and register with the village or city. Go to Arbeitsamt and register there and start looking for jobs. So it's going to be a bit easier, but I will document all that. The biggest headache so far is that we have two pets and they are coming with us. The first being a dog, which is no problem. It's a little Chihuahua. She's going to fly with us in cabin. However, our second pet is a rabbit. And it appears that every single international airline has changed their policies so that they don't transport rabbits anymore. It used to be you could find, a few that you could, if they weren't allowed in a cabin, you could put them with checked baggage. And so that's what we were looking to do. Nope. We called 6 airlines the other day. None of them would transport a rabbit, which blows my mind because it's considered an exotic animal. It's a freaking rabbit. There's nothing exotic about this thing. But she's coming with us. I mean, she's part of the family. We do not believe in rehoming if it's our choice to leave somewhere. If we can't take her, it's kind of a weird situation because I didn't think it would be an issue because other people have done it. I've seen, read and researched others doing it, so I didn't think it was a problem, so it was no big deal to move. However, it is a big problem. But the good news is that we had to go through a pet services company in order for the vet to give us the health certificate that we need to be able to fly with both animals. This particular company also specializes in transport of animals. So I reached out again, talked to the guy, said, look, I can't find a single Lufthansa, United, Condor, anything going overseas. They won't transport rabbits. I could transport them on Alaska, but that's within the United States. And then that Alaska is partnered with Condor. I could go the first leg of the flight with the rabbit, but then Condor wouldn't allow the rabbit. So he's able to hook us up. So we are going to ship the rabbit. She is going to fly out on the 22nd. And once she gets there, my wife's sister will be able to accept her. They will deliver to the door, which is nice. So they don't have to go to the airport and deal with all of that. They will deliver to the door. So the rabbit will be there before we are, which is kind of weird. But at least that gets her over there. And like I said, the Chihuahua Ray will be flying with us because airlines accept cats and dogs. Even though those are the allergies most people have, not rabbit allergies, but whatever. So that's been a huge pain in the butt, very, very stressful and quite expensive. This service has already charged us $520 just to get their health certificate paperwork in order. I don't know quite how much it's going to cost to fly her over there. I don't know that I want to know, but I will let you guys know how much it is just in case you have a rabbit that you want to ship overseas. It's wow. So everything is coming together. It is quite stressful because we aren't taking any furniture and we got to do something with that. Now the buyer wants our bed and a butcher block island thing that I swear we've had for like 20 years, which is weird. So he wants those. No big deal. We will leave those. But everything else we're going to have to try and get rid of. But as of right now, our closing is the 22nd of April. We will be leaving Arizona to drive back to Wyoming on the 23rd so we can have a few days with family and friends up there. We'll get there the 24th. We'll have the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th in Wyoming. Through the 27th. We will be driving to Montana to catch an airplane on the 28th. And we'll be arriving in Germany on the 29th. That's quick. That's 1 month from today as I'm recording this, the 29th of March. That's a lot. That's a lot for us to go through. I think everything's going smooth so far. I mean, it was pretty stressful the last couple of days trying to figure out what we were going to do with the rabbit. Tears were shed and, a lot of emotions because she is part of the family and we aren't, going to leave her behind. But I think we got that part figured out. So it's just a matter of how much it's going to cost because the move itself is roughly, for the movers, the international movers, that's roughly $7,000. And that's for a 400 cubic foot container. So that's not much. That's just household stuff. We're going to take as many clothes and things as we can with us. But that would be like, books and pictures and knickknacks and things we want to keep will go in this container. Part of our dishes, no furniture, no motorcycle, no vehicles, and it's about $7,000. So it's not a cheap move, but it could be worse. We could be moving all our furniture and that could exceed 10 grand easily. Or shipping vehicles, that's, even more. So once we get over there, we're going to have a place to stay temporarily with family, which is another bonus for having family over there. I know there's a lot of families and couples that move and have to stay in a B&B or hotel or something like that until they find a place to live, which can be extremely stressful as well. But having her sister over there, she's already started looking for homes for us. We are planning on buying once we get over there. And so we do have a couple already that we'd like to look at. So that's nice. It's really nice that we have family over there, that we have a place to stay, that we have that support group. I don't know. We've been talking about this for so long, and now that it's actually happening, it's kind of nerve-wracking. I'm leaving the United States on a one-way ticket, and I'm not coming back. To visit, things like that, but I don't plan on moving back. I don't. I will never say never, Okay. I said never. But no, I'm not, we aren't moving back. We are going to spend our days in Germany. I know we have friends that can come and visit, family. My parents are retired. I told them, we're gonna find a house that's got the room. So if you want to come visit, it's not gonna be a week or two. If you want to spend 2 or 3 months, you're more than welcome. And that goes for any of my, close friends and relatives that they can come and stay with us. So this is a huge, huge move. And it's not something that we decided on lightly. Like I said, this is something that we've been discussing for many years. It was just never the right time, and we could never afford it like we can now. Owning a house and selling it, that's going to give us a nice, nest egg to be able to survive a couple months on if need be, and, put a down payment on something over there or if we need to rent for a little while, we can do that. So the timing was right. And I'm a firm believer in nothing happens until it's the right time. And even though I've wanted to do this for so long, I don't think it ever would have worked until now. Now it can work. Now we are ready mentally, financially, in our lives now. We are ready to go, and it's going to work. Yes, I'm going to miss the shit out of friends and family, but we have friends and family over there as well. So again, another difference between us and many people who move internationally who may not have any friends or know anybody, and they're moving to a completely new country. And that's scary. I did that when I was single. That's scary, but for us, this is the right time, and uh, we're ready. We're ready to go. I know the next few weeks is gonna fly by. I got 2 weeks of work left, but I just wanted to give you that quick update. I know that I haven't posted a lot, and I apologize. I will try to post more. And I will take footage of the entire process of us moving and, settling in over there. And I will share that when the time comes. So thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for the support and the kind words. I really do appreciate it. And we will see you in Germany very soon. Take care.